I the a-hole for having a friend over at my parents' house while they were gone? This past weekend, I, 22 female, was set to have my girlfriend, 22 female, over to visit. I am still living at my parents' house while I am in the process of applying to vet school while I work at the local vet. My parents had approved having my long-distance girlfriend. We've been together for 3 years, recently long-distance since I just moved, over for the weekend to visit. She got in a little after 9:30 p.m. this past Friday. We had dinner, chatted, and went to bed. The next morning, I had a shift at the vet from 8:31, so I left early. In the meantime, my girlfriend, let's call her E, hung around and chatted with my parents about the new house and how they were settling in. They ate breakfast together and had a good time. E had mentioned that she planned to go to Costco and would be gone about 45 mins. My parents were okay with this and let her know how to use our mechanized deadbolt. She left to get me lunch and met up with a mutual friend who we'll call L. I had asked my mother about a week ago if L could stop by and get a tour of the house. She agreed. E comes back to the house with L fully expecting me to be back home from work. I was not. I had to stay 2 hours late because of several emergency cases. I could not answer my phone at this time and it was around 16 female outside. E brought L in to use the bathroom and play with my dog for around a half hour. Then she left and went home. Near the end of my shift, I get a text from my mom telling me to call her ASAP. I clocked out and gave her a call. She and my father began yelling at me. They saw Elle come in on the Ring doorbell and were furious that E lied to them when they asked her what her plans were that day. When they had asked her this, she was in the middle of texting Elle and deciding what they were doing. I had told E it was all right that Elle came in because my mom had okayed it. I fully thought that I would be home to show her around. She accused E of lying by omission and not telling her that she would be bringing a stranger, she and I have known Elle for over a year, into the house. My dad then chimed in and said that we better be gone by the time they get home because he didn't want to see E because he didn't know what he would say to her. My girlfriend her didn't know what he would do, so we're not really sure. This screaming and berating went on for about a half hour. They constantly blamed E when she did nothing wrong. We packed up and left. E left a handwritten note to express how sorry she was and that she never meant to lie to them. It was all just a big misunderstanding. My mom, who usually constantly checks on me to see how I am and sends me sweet little texts, is completely giving me the silent treatment. We're set to come back today, but I just don't know what to do say. I never meant to go against their wishes and I would never blatantly disrespect them like that. I apologized and told them to blame me and not my girlfriend, but they're not budging.